Okay, let's unpack this for you. Today, we're doing a deep dive into Maggi.
Ah, Maggi, yeah. A brand that's just, synonymous with instant comfort food pretty much everywhere.
Exactly. And our mission today is really to understand its, well, surprising evolution, its huge cultural footprint.
And how it bounced back from that massive crisis, right? That's a key part of the story.
Absolutely. So, where does it all begin? It wasn't always noodles, was it?
No, not at all. It actually starts way back late 19th century Switzerland.
Switzerland, okay.
Yeah, with the founder, Julius Maggi. And his vision was kind of interesting, almost like a social project.
Social, how so?
Well, he wanted to create nutritious, affordable, and really quick meals. This was during the Industrial Revolution. Lots of working families, women entering the workforce, not much time.
Right, time pressure. Makes sense.
So he pioneered instant soup and seasoning. That was way back in 1886.
1886, wow. So the roots are in convenience and nutrition, sort of.
Mm-hmm. But the real shift, the big expansion, came later.
That would be the Nestlé acquisition, 1947.
Exactly. Nestlé's global reach just poured fuel on the fire.
Yeah.
It allowed Maggi to go absolutely everywhere.
And that leads us to India, doesn't it? The 2-minute noodles.
Oh, yeah. That's
Yeah.
probably its most, let's say, iconic story for many people. Launched around 82, 83.
But it wasn't an instant hit, I read. There was some hesitation.
That's right. Initial reaction in India was actually quite skeptical about instant noodles as a concept.
Huh. So how did they break through? Because it became massive.
It really did. It became this cultural phenomenon. Nestlé was clever. They repositioned it. They targeted the Maggi mom, emphasized convenience, for busy working women. Yep. It wasn't just food. It was like a helper in the kitchen.
So it tapped into a social change.
Precisely. And it just exploded. Became the nation's, third staple after rice and wheat.
Third staple. That's incredible market penetration.
Unbelievable. For about 25 years, they had something like 90% market share. Maggi was instant noodles in India, like saying Kleenex for tissue.
Gotcha. That's brand dominance. But Maggi isn't just noodles, even though that's what many think of.
No, definitely not. Their portfolio is much broader. Seasonings, bouillon cubes are huge.
Especially in Africa, I saw.
Hugely important in Africa.
Yeah.
Over 120 million bouillon cubes sold daily.
Daily? Wow.
And they really tailor them. Like in Nigeria, they have Niger pot,
Uh-huh.
uses local spices, local flavors. It resonates.
Smart localization. And the noodle making itself, anything interesting there?
Yeah, the classic ones have those distinctive wavy noodles, steamed and dried. But they also do air-dried versions now.
Air dried. For health reasons.
Claims up to 96% less fat. Which brings us to the whole health angle.
Right. The convenience food dilemma. High sodium, low fiber often. How has Maggi navigated that?
Well, they've had to. A typical pack can have a lot of sodium, like 88% of your daily value. And yeah, not much fiber.
So what's their response, just so people don't notice?
No, they've actually innovated quite a bit. In India, for example, they fortified their masala noodles with iron.
Iron. Why?
To help combat anemia, aiming for about 15% of your daily needs. And they've worked on sodium reduction, claiming a 32.7% cut overall.
And introducing different noodle types, too.
Yes, things like whole grain atta noodles, oats noodles, and those air-dried options we mentioned. Try and offer healthier choices.
Okay, so they're making efforts, but then the big one happened. 2015, India. Lead.
Ugh, yeah, that was a disaster for them. Samples reportedly showed lead levels at 17.2 parts per million. Way, way over the limit.
Which led to
A nationwide ban. Almost overnight, Maggi vanished from shelves. Her market share went from dominant to literally zero.
0%. Hard to even imagine. And Nestlé's initial reaction didn't help things.
No, their initial response was seen as quite defensive. It probably made the public relations side worse, actually.
So how on earth do you recover from that? Losing an entire massive market?
It's a case study, really. They eventually got court-mandated retesting done.
And the results.
The retesting confirmed the noodles were safe. That was crucial to scientific validation.
But just proving it's safe isn't enough to win back trust, is it?
No way. They needed more. They launched this really powerful comeback campaign. You might remember #WeMissYou2.
Ah, yes. That was quite emotional, wasn't it?
Very. It directly tapped into that deep connection people had with the brand. It wasn't just data. It was, we miss you too, acknowledging that bond.
And did it work?
Amazingly well. They regained nearly 60% market share pretty quickly. It showed the power of, well, transparency, validation, but also that emotional connection.
So wrapping this up, what does this whole Maggi saga really tell us? What's the takeaway for you listening?
I think it shows how a global brand has to adapt, culturally. how they wrestle with convenience versus health.
And importantly, how resilience and smart communication can help overcome even a massive crisis. They remained a trusted name.
Yeah, Maggie's legacy is this mix of convenience being woven into culture and just remarkable adaptability.
So maybe the final thought for you is this. What does Maggie's story tell us about our own relationship with food, with convenience, and with trust in this fast-paced world?
And maybe how can we apply that kind of critical thinking to other staples in our own lives? Something to chew on.